Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be covering another chart pattern, this time the cup and handle pattern. I'll go through exactly what that is, and like the head and shoulders pattern that we've covered in a previous video, you can work out the exact target of a breakout. So I'll go through that with a couple of examples. Hopefully you find this one useful. Check this out. So let's drill into this a little bit more. So firstly, a cup and handle, it is a continuation pattern. So what do we mean by this? So essentially, for cup and handle pattern to exist, a prior trend should also exist. The pattern starts to form when there is a sharp downward movement in price over a short period of time, and this is then followed by a period where price remains relatively stable, and then there is a rally that is more or less equal to the initial decline. So that's how you get that kind of U shape on the chart, and this is what's known as the cup. It should be noted that it should be a U shape and not a V shaped bottom, because that would be considered too sharp of a reversal to qualify as a cup and handle. So the example that we've got here, it's more of a V than a U, so it's not a great example of a cup and handle. The perfect pattern really would have equal highs on both sides of a cup, but this is not always the case. Now once price has reached the top of the cup, it starts moving sideways or slightly downwards, as you can see, and what that forms is the handle. Now if the handle drops below the lower half of the cup, it's no longer considered a cup and handle in most cases. The handle should ideally not dip below the top third of the cup for it to be a cup and handle pattern. However, with volatile markets or overreactions, the retracement could be anywhere from 1/3 to 1/2 of the cup. So the smaller the retracement, the more bullish the formation and significant breakout. Sometimes it's better to wait for the price to break above the resistance area, i.e. the handle. So once that's established and you've got above the highs of the cup, then it's more likely that you're going to see a continuation of that. So that's probably a good idea when it comes to trading this cup and handle pattern. Now a couple of pointers to take into account in terms of the duration. So the cup can extend anywhere between 1 to 6 months, sometimes even longer on weekly charts. Then if we look at volume, there should be substantial increase in volume on the breakout of the handle above the resistance area. That's important as well. And then the target. So how do we work out the target? So there is a way to work out potential target on this. So the breakout can be estimated by measuring the distance from the right peak of the cup to the bottom of the cup, so i.e. the depth really. Now as I've said before, this isn't a great example of a cup and handle because it's more of a V shape rather than U shape, so we're not going to look at the target on this one. So here's an example I've got. This is a much better example. Already you can see the cup and handle. It's more of a U shape this time rather than a V. This is a daily chart of the oil giant ExxonMobil covering the period Q1 2021. So if we have a look at the potential target on this breakout. So firstly, if we take the base of the cup, which is approximately 44.20 on this chart. So the top of the cup is around $50.70. So now we can work out the depth of the cup, which is approximately $6.50. If we take the top of the cup minus the bottom, gives us $6.50. So if we then extend that beyond the top of the cup, so we had $6.50 onto $50.70, we get an approximation of $57.20. So that's our target. So you can see that once price did get to 57.20, look at how price moved sideways, started to consolidate. So you can see this clearly is an important area. So once the cup and handle played out, 57.20 became a resistance area. If you want to know more about support and resistance, why not check out my video where I go through this in more detail. But in terms of this video, that's pretty much what I wanted to cover on cup and handle pattern. Hopefully this has been a useful session. Again, another tool to add to your armory when it comes to trading and technical patterns. As always, if you find the content useful, why not subscribe, and you can get the content straight up. Thanks again for watching. Take care, folks.